Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing my video on the basic fundamentals of owning a vehicle and how to look after it. So the first thing we're going to do is check the oil on this motor, so we'll go ahead and pop the hood. Okay, now that we have that all done, if you can't find your hood release, look in your owner's manual. It's your best friend with vehicles. It'll give you basic information like where your hood latch is or what oil to put in your engine, all those kind of basic things that can help you in the future. So first thing we'll be checking is the engine oil on this vehicle. So even before we begin getting into this, let's get all of our tools together. Okay, now that we have all of our stuff together, let's get started. So, first thing we're going to start on is checking your motor oil. You're going to want to check this probably every month. If you have an older vehicle, you better check it every month, but if you have a newer vehicle, it's not as big of a headache. Okay, now that you have your rag, you can go ahead and check your dipstick. Give it a wipe the first time. And you give it one, put it back in. Put it in, wait a couple seconds, pull it out. You're going to go ahead and check. And we are a little bit low. You guys can see that. I've been slacking. I gotta get my head in the game. Okay then. So what we're going to do is put our oil in. Now, before you even do that, if you are not familiar with what kind of oil your vehicle takes, refer to your owner's manual. This has plenty of information that is very useful, so use it. Now that that's done, you wait a couple moments for that to reach your oil pan, and then you will check the dipstick again. Okay, now that that's all said and done, we'll move on to the second part, which is checking your automatic transmission fluid. If you have a standard vehicle, you do not have to worry about this. Since it's a manual transmission, they use different kind of oil in the transmission, which should be serviced every couple years, but on automatic transmissions you have to keep an eye on it with the older vehicles like this. So the first thing we are going to want to do while checking transmission fluid is start up the vehicle. You want it circulating the transmission instead of it all sitting in the bottom of the pan. Right there, we are good. Okay, for our third step, we will be moving on to our brake fluid. Right there on that reservoir. If you are not sure where it is, refer to your owner's manual. So, on the side of this container, you will see two marks, your minimum and your maximum. You want it right in between, which this is right there. So, we are good. Now, other one that I see people making so many mistakes of not checking is the washer fluid. Especially in the winter, you want to check this, because if you're going down, let's say the 417 and you're out of washer fluid, well buddy, you aren't going very far. You gotta pull over, grab a handful of snow and take that salt off your windshield, or else someone's gonna get hurt. So check your washer fluid. Okay, here's another thing to check, your coolant reservoir. You can see on the jug, there's two markers. You probably can't see that. There's a full and minimum. And luckily, I am right in between, which is the sweet spot. Now, here's something you never do if your vehicle's running. Open this cap. Your vehicle is 50% coolant and then 50% water, which when you warm it up, you get pressure in the radiator. The way you can tell is squeeze the hose. If you feel pressure or it being difficult to squeeze, don't even try opening it. Keep it closed until it's cool, or else you're gonna get burned. And for my final thing in this compartment is going to be the air box. We're gonna check the filter. I know it's fine because I just replaced it, but just for your guys' information, I will do it to show you. Okay, so here we are. This is the air filter. So, I'm just gonna remove this, and yeah, looks like brand new. I know, because I just replaced this thing. You can open it up, take a peek. There's a little bit of crud in there, but if it's black, just replace it. Don't try blowing them out, because that never really works. Trust me, I've tried. Okay, here's my final tech tip on looking after your vehicle. Check your tires. These are fairly new tires, so I'm not too worried about them. But I have not checked the air pressure in them recently, which, bad on me. I should be checking them every month or so, but definitely check it. If it has it in your owner's manual, check for the tire pressure, or in your door jamb. Mine is long gone, but usually there's a sticker right about here in your vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to use this fancy tool, which is a dual purpose. It has the gauge attached to the gun for checking your tires. Okay, so I know these tires are supposed to be at 35 PSI. So we will go ahead and check that. And we are right on 35 PSI. So I will go ahead and check the rest of the tires. Okay, here's one more thing I forgot to mention. Your spare tire. Mine's long gone, the little donut that come on these trucks. They're usually under the bed and you have to get a crank and take them off. So I just got a other summer tire with the same bolt pattern rim. You put it in the box. And I will go ahead and check the tire pressure. Okay, now that wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions, be sure to ask me. Have a nice day.